Okay, so welcome, Koen.
Yeah?
We were running this morning,
Yeah.
and you happened to tell me a bit of a story that I would love for you to share with everyone about your dad. Would you share that with me?
Okay, we'll do. The phone is ringing. The phone is ringing.
That happens, it's fine.
So the story is, my dad was a professional guy, worked his whole life, worked hard, not a lot at home, and he was going to enjoy life when he retired. Guess what? 2 years after retirement, cancer, and passed away. And all the things he wanted to do, he couldn't do. So since then I've applied the philosophy, which is life is too short for, and blank. And therefore you could say life is too short for bad relationship, life is too short for doing a job you don't like to do, life is too short for crappy food, and basically taking charge.
So are there times when it's difficult for you to take charge?
Yeah, I mean, normally you're in this wheel of life where you keep going and you never step out.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it's actually hard to stop running and basically say, hang on a second, let's step away and look at what you're doing. Yeah.
And so when it's challenging, what advice would you give to someone that's on that wheel, for example, and struggling to do what you're suggesting?
Yeah.
What advice would you give them?
I think it's a bit like traffic lights. So, you know, when you feel like, you know, when it's a green traffic light, you go for it. When you feel you're struggling, you're tired, you're grumpy, you're upset with your partner, you get upset with your kids, it really means there's like an amber light going on. And instead of speeding up, because if you speed up, eventually the light will turn red and you will crash, you should slow down and basically say, hang on a second, let's step out and think about things a bit more.
So what helps you to be in touch with how you feel? Because a lot of them, particularly men, struggle with that, right?
Yeah.
So how do you know what you want, what you feel, what helps you?
Well, I'm quite an expressive guy, so, and I think my emotions are very visible, and I think my friends and my partner, if I'm out of line, if I'm grumpy, they tell me. If I haven't realized it myself, but typically you kind of know that you're that you're unhappy. My legs are shaking. My friends are shaking their legs.
So what advice would you give to anyone who just wants to do more of what they like?
Yeah.
What would you say?
I think it really is. So as a person, you can only be inspired and inspiring for people if you really like what you do. And for me, that means, you know, applying this philosophy of, you know, if you do something where you don't like your work, you don't like the relationship, you're unhappy in the relationship, you don't like the friends you have, you just stop it, because basically life is too short for you to go through that period, and actually you will not be the person you can be. And I think it's when you are doing the things you like, you're with the friends you like to be with, etc., that you can truly be a great person. And then actually you feel so much better about yourself.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.